catchphrase for every video?
God bless, stay safe, and happy hunting.
Oh, okay.
Hey, dudes, welcome back to another exciting episode of Vintage Game Finder. And exciting, by exciting I mean I'm not going to try to talk as much as I usually talk in videos. Unless you want to fall asleep, then I recommend you watch one of the videos. But in any case, I wanted to bring my kids into it every now and then. They like to be in the videos. This is Isabella, my youngest. Say hi.
And I'm another guest, Jetty and Friends. You can look up my one video, which I haven't really done any other, but this one might be one.
Yeah, she's gotten to the age where she wants to go ahead and do her own channel on YouTube, and I'm in complete support of it, and very proud of everything she does. That's positive. So, yes, Jetty, I guess we could call you that. So, yeah, but I have some recent pickups, and reason I've been out is I had some situations where I had to focus my attention in other areas in my life. So for that, I apologize. For the subscribers that I decided to want to stick around, I want to give you guys a special shout out and a thank you. I appreciate all the support, and hopefully moving forward I can put up more videos in a more frequent fashion. With that being said, let me go ahead and start off what I found in my last pickup. For PS2, it's a lone title, found it in a thrift store around my house. I'm really into, I think it's called Egon period, Japanese Renaissance era video games. And one of those PS2 titles that I'm talking about is Kengo, Master of Bushido. Pretty fun game from the looks of it. I do remember renting it from Blockbuster, so kind of excited to go ahead and pop it in eventually when I do connect my PS2 again.
Dad.
What's up?
Dad. I just have to say, his face looks ugly.
I don't think they cared about that much what they looked like back then, I guess, honey. Alright, next up I had one lone pickup for the GameCube. And as you guys know, I like the GameCube. I like I think it's called GD-ROM format that they use, the little disc. And I thought it was all around a fun little system to have. It didn't sell as much as the PS2, the Dreamcast, I like to think, but at the same time, it is a niche market. And I don't know, I have a feeling every time that I pick up a GameCube title that there is going to be a trending, there's going to be a trend upwards as far as value of some of these games on the GameCube for sure. The one I picked out was a Disney game. I love Disney games, as you guys know. This one is called PK Out of the Shadows.
Wait. Can I say something about this game? I like how they did like a comic strip.
Right, that back then used to be called cell shading. Mm-hmm. And this you would see in another game that's on the Sega Dreamcast, which is called Jet Grind Radio or Jet Set Radio, depending on where you lived in the on the planet.
Anyways, it looks cool.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
All right, and I picked up a Wii title. Actually, it was given to me by a customer of mine. She told me that she has some old games, and whenever somebody tells me she has old games or they have old games that they want to sell to me pretty cheap or give away, I'm pretty happy about that. But in this case, it wasn't a gem or very sought after title. It was pretty much shovelware. If you know anything about the Wii, that's predominantly what they made their money on. But this one, you know, if it's for free, I'm always gonna pick it up. But this title was what is it? Let me see. Harley Davidson Motorcycles Road Trip.
Oh, like that place.
Yeah, you could pick from 6 types of motorcycles. You could go on a cross-country adventure, and that's it. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I'm excited about it. But this is probably gonna be as close as to the real thing as I'm gonna get, given my backgrounds that I've been having as of late. But yeah, those are the pickups for those systems. Then after that, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the Sega side of things.
Yeah. Wait. Can you say something?
Sure.
Okay. We're gonna play a game called
pick the game. Jetty, you go first.
All right.
Go first.
We have to close our eyes, right?
Yeah. Close your eyes.
All right.
Pick the game.
Is that one game?
Yep.
Yeah, is that again?
This game is the Dual Test Drive 2.
Yes. This game was pretty fun. It was actually, I like to call it a driving simulator because you get to pick from a Ferrari or a Porsche or a Lotus. I think they even have a Corvette 01 in it as well. But it's pretty much a racing game. So I'm excited for you guys to try it out.
Racing
Yeah.
simulator.
You might not like it though. What's the next one we have?
My
Might
turn.
look corny,
I really,
like
really,
any other game.
really.
Just throw your hand in the little basket and pick a game. We'll pronounce it and talk about it real quick. That's generally how the videos go.
You have to close your eyes and pick from. The
Please be Sega. I love you, Sega. Sega.
Yeah, what's the name of the game?
Clue.
Clue, if you guys don't know about, it used to be one of those board games, and basically all these people that have different jobs and occupations are in a mansion for a night. Someone gets murdered in the mansion, and you have to find out and solve the mystery. Find out who did the murder, and solve the mystery so you can get away from the house. So this is Clue from Parker Brothers.
Hey, Dad, isn't that kind of like in the game Roblox called Murder Mystery?
I have no idea. I don't really know anything about
There's this
Roblox.
secret murder, and if you're the murderer, you have to kill people without people knowing, because there's a sheriff, and the sheriff can be anybody.
Okay.
They have a gun and they can shoot the murderers.
Okay. Next.
Okay. This one is Zope.
Zoop.
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 Sorry.
I do recall playing this game. This was towards the end of the Sega Genesis period, and I can't tell you off of the top of my head what the game was about, but I like to think it was like a action puzzle game. But yeah, I do remember renting this one as well, so I'm pretty happy that I got to pick it up and add it to the collection.
Oh wait, if you can tell my dad if you know anything about it, you can tell him the story of it or like the plot. If you can, that would be great.
Okay. Next, what do you got?
Please be Sega.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna pick one. Okay.
What's it? Which one is it? And show it to the camera.
It's Disney Sega History Tour.
Goofy's Hysterical History Tour. Now I'm not gonna sit here and say it's a gem. This is the first time I ever heard about this game. Even back in the day in the 90s when I was all Genesis, I do not recall this game at all. I remember playing Goof Troop. I remember playing Animaniacs, those kind of games, but I do not remember Goofy's Hysterical History Tour. So when I pop it in, it is going to be fun to find out what the game's actually about, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of educational material that's involved with it, so still, all in all, I'm happy that I got to add it to the collection. Another Disney game for the collection. That's cool, right?
And if you guys know what it is, maybe you can tell my dad.
I'm sure they know by now. If not, you know what they're going to say? They're going to say, you got to Google it. That's pretty much the answer for everything.
You're supposed to pick it.
If you don't do that, that's good.
I'm ready, go.
Alright.
Go. Pick again.
Please be the easy one to say. It's a guy in a motorcycle.
Okay, and this is the name here.
What?
Super Hang-On.
Super Hang-On?
It's for Sega Genesis. If you have the Genesis, this is one of the launch titles that came out with it in, I believe, 1989, 1990. It will come bundled with this, or what was the other one? Alter Beast or Sonic the Hedgehog. This is pretty much, I want to say, as faithful to the arcade port as possible for the time period. And it was a fun game, basically just get to the next checkpoint before the time runs out, and you progress to the next area, the next phase of the level. So, pretty fun game, just if you want a quick game where you can just play for a couple minutes, then turn it off and run a couple errands or something, this is the perfect game for you. Next, we got 3 more, guys. Let's go.
Okay. Then that's gonna be me, Amari, and then me. So I get 2, Amari gets 1.
Imagine if you like that game. I guess like if you have like a really hard job and you're very mad at something and like you want to play a gentle game, maybe that's one of them.
Yeah, I would definitely call it a casual game for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a 2-player function on it, but you could try to beat the high score from the guy that was playing before you, and you can make that kind of a challenge for both of you. Rystar. I guess you could pronounce it more than one way, but I pronounce it as Rystar. Now this game, if you haven't played it, it's a pretty great game. Again, this is another one of those titles that was towards the end of the lifespan for the Sega Genesis, but definitely a game you're gonna want in your collection. And I understand that the game has really gone up in value, so if you can find a way to emulate it, just to have that experience of playing this game, you gotta play it, because to me it's definitely a hidden gem for the Sega Genesis. So I'm really excited, especially for how much I bought it for. I believe I got it for under $10, which, you know, given what the value is now on it, it's a pretty good deal. So yeah, definitely you gotta try this for your collection.
It looks like a Pac-Man / Mickey Mouse thing.
And
it's really adorable. The character is really cute. The animation is really good for the console, and the challenge is just as good as well. I still remember getting up to the 5th level, but in that level you're getting chased by, I think it's like a fire and it's rising, so you got to try to get to the top. And if you don't have the gameplay mechanics down, it's really tough to beat that level, and that's where I'm stuck at right now. So eventually I know I got to get my game face on, and I got to do a lot better than just level 5 on this game.
Dad, you don't have a game face.
Yes, he does.
Alright, whose turn is it now?
Mine. It's
Your turn.
basically Amari's.
What do you got?
Okay, champions.
Championship?
Championship.
Pro-Am.
Pro-Am. Yes.
Shimp.
Okay,
Shimp.
Championship Pro-Am is a video game from Trade West. And, was it? Yeah, Trade West or Technos was involved with Double Dragon, this Double Dragon series. This game is another one that was in the arcades. And it's pretty much, I think it's a top-down perspective racing game where you're on dirt tracks, and obviously any point to any racing game is to try to, you know, get first place. And that's pretty much what this game is about. Another fun title that you can just pick up and play and turn it off and forget about it for however long you want to do that for. Alright, last but not least, last Sega game, last game of the haul. We're rounding third base, running home. What do you got?
It doesn't have a title, but it's...
Look up here.
Oh, okay. Hook.
Hook! You guys gotta watch this movie with me. This is a really fun family movie for us to watch.
Please no.
Yeah, it has Robin Williams. He's really funny. This is the adaptation from Sony ImageSoft for their movie Hook, which was I think in the early '90s. One really good feel-good movie with Robin Williams, rest in peace. And it looks good. I'm looking for the one for Super Nintendo actually, because that one's a little bit better. But I do like the side scrolling in this game. I like the animations in this game, and it looks like a game that I can actually tolerate playing for a long stretch of time. I haven't gotten that far yet, but in the game, I think I got to the 3rd level. But it's one of those games that I enjoy. I think you guys are gonna enjoy it too.
Wait, is that Peter Pan?
Yeah, look, that's Captain Hook, Peter Pan, and
The other pirates?
looks like a pirate fighting another boy. Where's Tinkerbell? No Tinkerbell there.
Well, that sucks.
She will be too small to see, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, that goes ahead and concludes the video for this installment, for this episode. As always, I'd like to thank you very much for sharing the videos, for subscribing, for all the positive comments. We really do appreciate it. And I do like to think that when we're in our game room, we're actually taking a trip back in time. And it's always a welcome feature to have, and it's always a welcome thing to do with family and loved ones, especially, you know, my kids. So, with that being said, God bless, stay safe, and happy hunting.
Happy hunting too.